So, the loudest cars in GTA. No one's ever done content like this. And I think I know why. Because it takes so long to do. Now, I did measure most cars in GTA. And I started off with the Warrener to make a little sound meter. So, the start of the meter is the Warrener. So, that's how quiet the Warrener is. And the end of the meter is the loudest car in the game. So, it starts from 1 to 5. All cars are fully modified, but we don't include the backfires, we don't include the turbo sound, so they are not, you know, in the sound meter. Only the exhaust sound is what we're measuring on the sound meter. You've got to love the sound of the Tyrant and the fact that you can hear it from so far. It got a 3 on the scale. I knew the Turismo R was loud, but a 4.9 on the sound meter? Let's listen to it from afar. Now here is a good example of a deceiving sound because that sounded really loud, but it actually wasn't as loud as the other cars. Now the rat truck hitting a whopping 4.95, and the fact that it sounds so nice as well, it's really a great car to own. So we all know the sound of the Tempesta, really great, and it's a good example to show on this list, and it came at 2.7 out of 5. The X821 shares the same sound with a lot of cars, and the X821 actually has the loudest variant of that sound, and it only comes in at 3. A sound that sounded really loud coming from the trophy truck, but it only comes on the meter as number 2. I did have a lot of faith in this car being one of the loudest. It seems like there's a lot of other cars that are louder. I was thinking to myself, is it fair putting the F1 cars in this, because I'm not putting bikes in because, you know, the high revving, so the F1 cars. But actually, this came in at 3.9 out of 5. And yeah, there are a lot of cars that are louder on this list. A lot of people thought the Blackfin was going to be right at the top. It did come at 3.5, quite impressive, but not at the top. The Schlagen, a very nice sounding car, and actually a very loud car as well, because it came in at 4.2 out of 5. What a crazy car. The X80 prototype actually getting a 5.15, and I was saying these were out of 5, but this got above 5. Yeah, just a crazy loud car. I don't know if any of you thought the Savestra was going to be on the list, but a 3.9, not too bad. The Hermes definitely sounding louder, but it only got a 2.55. I love the sound of the Slamvan, and it actually got a 3.9. Quite good, actually. And it seems like the first generation cars are very loud, because this came at 3.6. The Zaruso, quite impressive actually, he got a 4.15, so that is pretty loud. A lot of people voted the Carbonizzare as the the loudest car. Everyone thought it would be, and they were right. It actually is. It got an impressive 5.4. Crazy, the loudest car on the list. Now the Blade, after every shift, you can hear that low grunt. That actually hits a 4.9. The Blade was surprisingly loud. Something that you'd expect to be loud and screamy, the Itali GTO got a 3. Now the Hustler did sound a bit loud, and it actually was a 4.7. A lot of people are right with this one. The Casco is very loud. Ignore the stupid blow-off sound, but it actually got a 4.9 out of 5. Now, one of the best sounding cars on the list, but actually it isn't that loud. 3.4. And the Dominator dominating most of the leaderboard at 5.1. And 5.1 came at half throttle because this car is actually louder at half throttle. The Schafter V12, probably one of the loudest starting up cars in the game, but not the loudest car in the game, coming in at exactly 2.5. And yeah, thank you so much for watching. That did take me so long to do, and I did record a lot more cars, but I never put them in because, you know, they're either too quiet or they're not that interesting, and still they'll be too quiet. So yeah, hopefully you did enjoy it. Please leave a like. It would help with the effort. And yeah, let me know what you thought would have been on the list.